Switching gears a little, we're going to talk some football. The Miners return to the field this weekend. UTEP is coming up a tough loss to Army last week at Sun Bowl Stadium. But it's a new start. UTEP opens up play conference when they welcome Southern Miss to the Sun Bowl. Kickoff is at 6:05. The first 10,000 fans will get Miner strong koozies. And it's also Youth Spirit Night. And joining us right now is UTEP Athletic Director Bob Stull. Coach Stull, welcome to the show. And we do.
Thank you.
We have a big game coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we were a little bit too hospitable last week. I think we took it a little bit too far about one city, one team. Although I'll tell you one thing interesting. They had a player who died the week before, right after the game, got in a car wreck and died. And talking to the commanding generals the night before and during the day, they said one thing, everybody's talking about them being down, they said one thing that the soldiers are taught, that if they're going to be officers in the Army, they're going to see a lot of dead soldiers, and they need to be able to respond, and they certainly did. They played really well, and congratulations to them. We certainly didn't play our best, but anyway, now we're on to Conference USA, play this weekend, and we're following up with really probably the best team on our side of the conference, the division, with Southern Miss, who opened by beating Kentucky. They were down 35-10 at halftime, came back and won. They won their next game against an FCS team, and then last week they were upset by Troy. So it'll be interesting. So
UTEP's coming off a losing streak, 2 games lost. How do you turn that morale around, and how do you fire up the football players? I mean, what's going on in in their minds? How do you turn this around?
Well, you play the first game, you played well, then you play Texas, who was nationally ranked, so it's a little bit different ball game. We actually felt like we hung in with it pretty good. Physically we didn't get pushed around and stuff, and coming to Army, last year they only won 2 games, but they lost 5 by a touchdown. This year they started out 3-0, and they beat the number 25 team in the country from last year, so we knew we had something coming, but trying to go against an option team with 2 days preparation is difficult. But there's still 9 games left, and I think we really still have a really good team. And of course, with Aaron Jones as our tailback, one of the leading rushers in the country, and 19 of our local players, I think that we have a very good chance of being a bowl team. We still have 9 games left, and most of them conference.
Okay, Southern Miss is 2-1. How do we stack up against them?
Again, I think preseason-wise, I think that Southern Miss was picked to win our division. Again, opening up, beating Kentucky was strong. Losing last week, obviously, disappointing for them. I think both teams are similar in a lot of ways. Their quarterback probably is more experienced and has been playing really well. I think running back-wise, I think Aaron's as good as they're in the country. I think physically we'll match up fairly good.
Okay, and we got to pack that stadium. The players feed off of it. What can, fans expect when they go to this game?
Well, everybody talks about filling the stadium. Remember, we have a 52,000-seat stadium, not a 30 and not a 40, a 52,000-seat stadium. In fact, if you look at our Sun Bowl games, the only game I can remember in the last 10 years that really sold out was the Notre Dame game. We sold out some with Mike Price when we were 8 wins at that time. But we have a lot of competition. It's been on television, but we have a really good fan base, and they come out. Filling is a little different issue, but I think I think we have a good, strong base, and I hope that people don't give up on the team. And that's the biggest thing. Like Coach Coolier felt bad about, was we had a really good crowd, and we didn't play well, and that's disappointing. But I think you'll see us be much improved.
So you think UTEP will be coming out this weekend hungry for a win?
Certainly. I mean, they're good kids, and they're going to play hard, and we got some talent. So no matter what happened last week, like I said, we have 9 games to go.
Okay, and all players are looking healthy? No.
Yeah, pretty much. Elvin Jones was still hobbling around with his ankle, so I'm not sure if he's going to play or not. And he's one of our better players in the defense, but other than that, I think we're in good shape.
Good deal. Well, hopefully we can get a win this weekend. And again, the first 10,000 fans will be getting a koozie upon their arrival. And thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Let's get a W this weekend. And it's time now for a preview of ABC.